kitchen bedrooms is where that TV is. So the house you used to stay in, you would have been the principal lighthouse keeper's house at the time. So, and all year round, if you're working here, they always have 2 men on shift at any time. The winter time they might have a 3rd man here called a supernumerary, but he was only here for the winter months because of the longer days and nights that are in itself. If you were living here for a while, you'd be here for about 3 years at any one time itself. But as you know, with some lighthouses, isolation was the big thing up around these areas. You can see that man, he only lasted a couple of months back in the day anyway. So, but our longest serving lighthouse keeper here was this man here, Michael Boyle. Now at the start he came here as an assistant for a year, but he then came back for 14 years then as a principal lighthouse keeper. The only reason for that was his wife was sick and she'd family living in the area, so they can raise the children and all this. Unfortunately his wife did pass away while living in the lighthouse, but his sister-in-law helped him raise the 6 children in this lighthouse. That's him just there with the 6 children in the picture there itself.
So the whole family stayed here?
So the good thing about here is you can bring your family, because you can see here you're connected to the land.
Yeah.
If it's an island or a rock, they have to stay on land because it's too dangerous. You're all young ones, as we say.
Right.
You're all jumping down and you can fall into the water very, very easily itself. So that's why this one, you can't bring your family no matter what anyway. And the last proper lighthouse keeper was this man here, Conley, back in '83.
Wow.
Now he still lived here until '87, until he passed away in the lighthouse. But today, Dublin knows what's happening upstairs itself. So if something, the bulb goes out, if a wire breaks, Dublin knows what's happening 24 hours a day. So
it's all like
it's all automatic now.
Yeah.
It's all technology. So they say
Yeah.
technology has taken over most of the things nowadays itself. So we say if you show the lighthouse keeper what we had in the light, they wouldn't believe you today itself. So they wouldn't itself. But that's up to themselves if they'll believe you or not, I suppose. As well as that nowadays, back in the days, you know yourself, like no Netflixes or Snapchats or any sort of them kind of things. Now, to keep yourself occupied, you've probably seen this in your wee accommodation. In this wee corner here, the Carnegie Library. So you've probably heard of Carnegie Hall yourselves. So he did library services for lighthouses all around Ireland. And these books here could come from Fanad, go all the way down to Cork, Dublin, Galway, anywhere at all. And that's how you spent your nights upstairs reading your books. Because we say the only thing you'd be doing is talking to yourself or something like that. There wasn't really much of a pastime back in the day.
No social media.
No social media. Exactly. It's hard to get internet signal in this place. Otherwise, you'll just have to type. No, there's one for yourself. No, there's one for yourself. Sugar. There we go. And there's one for yourself. Now, so you can see inside the different dates what they moved around to back years ago. So it could be here for 3 or 4 months. It can move off to shipwrecks, Valencia Island, Holt and Dublin, Rathman, anywhere at all. It's like a wee Flatland library. All the books can stay inside the box. When you're finished, thank you. You just come down and pick the box up and put a new box in the house itself. Because as we say, if you take all the books out, you're wasting your time. So it's just easier to pick the box up anyway. Thank you very much.
You also don't see signatures today.
Not really, not anymore.
Print everything.
Yeah.
People don't know how to sign, right?
See, back in the day, they're taught very well. They're handwrite very, very well, and they're very, very well taught. Today, you wouldn't see it too many places. I don't think anyway. No. And then the other wee thing as well is the ship in the bottle. That's another wee pastime that they do back in the day as well. The last lighthouse keeper, Conley, is very fond of doing them ship in the bottles because, as I say, once at the whiskey drunk, instead of throwing the bottle out, you could reuse them for the ships itself. As we usually say, if you get whiskey bottles, that stays anymore itself, so you don't. And the wee thing now, when you're here in Ireland, have you been shown one of these before, have you? Or
No.
So this here's the name of it here, the shillelagh. Now there's 2 different types of shillelaghs now. There's ones that are used for walking sticks. They are a wee bit longer than this here. But this one here is a weapon, so if somebody broke into your house, you can just knock them over the head.
Wow.
And be out cold for 3 or 4 months very, very easily itself. So you can pass that around just watch your toes.
I kind of want one of these in my house.
We say we might use it sometime between each other or we get fed up with each other, but
don't make me break out my shillelagh.
But as we say
that's very cool.
That's all done by hand. It wasn't done by machine or anything like that. You know yourself in today's world that was paid to be all done by machine.
That hurt.
Was there I mean being isolated here or was there like people breaking in? Was that a risk?
Really. See,
No.
the good thing around here, there wasn't too many people about here at the time. Half them houses up the road there wouldn't have been there back in the day. The pub would have been there. Probably 2 or 3 houses, and that would be about the height of it, to be honest. There wasn't many back in the day, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But nowadays, with holiday homes and all that there, it's kind of sprouted up a bit since then anyway. During the war, I'd say you would have to have your wits about you. Other than that, I'd say you're safe enough, that it was. But then again, you wouldn't know who's about.
Right.
That's it. So we still have to be careful, just in case. But
Sure.
as I say, back in them days, you would never know.
And by the time this was built, the Vikings weren't really, you know.
No, they were long gone by the time they come up here. Oh, they were long gone by the time they come up here. So they were. You probably would have to go to Buck Lighthouse to get that sorted anyway. So you would be, but no, that. And you know the cafe. You weren't in the cafe, yes, at the car park down below at all where he is, or
No.
no. That when you get a chance to go down there, that used to be their field as well. If they wanted a grey sheep or go spuds or something like that there. So that's a lovely pastime. And you might have seen when you were walking about the piggery and the hen house. He also kept that kind of stuff down here as well. So there are plenty of stuff to keep their head going, but as we always say with this place, you still go mad some kind of way.
Right.
Anyway, so but again, you never know. And at the minute, as you know yourself, you're up the very, very top here. Now tonight we can see 2 other lighthouses from here. Now you can see Tory Island. Now Tory would be about 20 miles, which would be about 33 kilometres from here. The best part to see Tory tonight would be the top of that hill, because the building would block your view of to get out to that lighthouse itself to see it. So if you're looking for it, just go to the top of the hill. That's the best view. But the one that you can see from your house across the water is Dunree Fort, and then shown as well. So them 2 lighthouses are always in view. Now there is no lighthouse on Malin Head. There's actually a wee island behind it called Innistra Hull. You'll actually never see that light tonight because Malin is blocking the view of that light itself. So I was out in Innistra Hull last year. It's just a barren place now. It used to be about 6 or 7 houses. There's only the lighthouse from now on. As I say, I wouldn't say put people out there anymore because it's very stormy during the winter times and rocky and all that there as well. So as you know yourself today with GPS or anything like that ships have, back in the day if you got lost and you didn't know where you were, the flash from light would tell you where you are. So if you just seen 5 flashes every 20 seconds, that tells you you're in Fanad Head and you're off the coast of Ireland. So you have all the logbook of all lighthouses around Ireland and you find which one.
See?
So that's the way you get it. We was giving out about that, we were arguing about that yesterday where he is.
Yeah.
Now, the one in Innistra Hull here is 3 every 15. The one in Dunree now at the minute is 2 every 5. And Tory Island is 4 every 30 seconds.
Now, lighthouses around the world have their own signal then?
Yeah, they do.
So, okay.
So some countries might have the same signals, some might not. Because they used to say if you're living in America, you can have the same flash somewhere in America. Since you're so far apart, it's not too bad. But see if you're in England have the same flash, then it's a bit of trouble because you're so close together.
Right.
The possibility they might someday have the same sequence as we have here, it depends.
Right.
But the rarity of that happening would be very, very slim, I would say. But you never know. You'd be pleasantly surprised if you found the same flash sequence nowadays.
Sure.
See, today now we don't have any big commercial ships passing us much anymore itself. The only things that go down the Scully is the Granny Wheel or the Navy boat itself. That's about the height of it. Wee small fishing boats going in and out and all that. But a very odd time cruise ships might go as far as here and turn around and go out. But the piers aren't suited for them here anymore itself. Killybegs, which is down the southern part here, is the best place for them at the moment of time. And a very, 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 very odd time you might see the submarines passing here itself. I think it was last February time, just off the coast here at Tory. There was 2 boys out surfing and one put their head in the water and now the submarine was going under a paddleboard or something like that.
Wow.
We don't know if it was English or who it was passing at the time, but
You don't even know who it was.
Oh, you wouldn't
That's
know
a
who it
little bit
was.
frightening.
Back in them, see, around this country, you wouldn't know what's about it the moment. It could be anything out there.
Right.
See, the big thing, the sub-region is pollution zones just off the coast here of Malin, so there will be about a lot of times anyway. So we'll never pick them up on the radars because they have their systems turned off half the time. But even if the Navy comes up here, was it a couple of weeks ago when they were up? I never knew they were up in Rathmullen until somebody told me.
Wow.
I must have missed them when I passed them when they came around, so I must have been half asleep. But as I say, you wouldn't know when them type of boats come up anyway. But again, We did see a tanker on Sunday passing off the coast. I think it was the first boat, that big boat we've seen in a couple of months anyway. But it's a pity, but that's technology again.
Right.
It's like the planes; they come up so far up and turn down to head out the way then. But again, you wouldn't know what's out there at the minute. But again, so long as the submarines are just passing, we're happy enough. You wouldn't know what about it. And the only reason there's a lighthouse on this part of Fanad was because of a ship named the Saldana, which looks something like the top picture in the corner. Now after that sank in 1811, they built this lighthouse in 1815 and it cost £2,000, which would be around €500,000 in today's money. But as you know yourself, it probably cost you 5 or 10 million or something like that in today's world. Back in the day, if you were climbing that tower, the roof would be just around here and the length would be just around here back in the day itself. So what you'll be climbing today, you will be only doing maybe half of that back in the day. But in 1886 then they built it higher to what we have here at the minute. So from the very bottom to the very top, it's 22 metres, and from the sea depending could be 40 metres from there to the top. Now when you go into our lighthouse, we're going up 59 cantilevered steps and then 17 of a ladder. So you'll be doing 76 steps in total today. Now unfortunately there is no lift up and down it anyway, so there's not. And you haven't been to another lighthouse in Ireland when you're here, have you been? Or
Say that again.
have you been to another lighthouse here in Ireland?
No, this is the first one here in
So
Ireland.
in every lighthouse you go to in Ireland won't be the same, all are going to be different. So here you'll see now you have a wall and a banister on one side. The one in Hook and Wexford's built like a castle, so you have two walls between you, so as you go up the way. The one in Rathlin Island is a very unique one. It's called an upside down lighthouse. So to get to the lake you actually have to walk down the steps to get it. You're not actually going up it because it's built on the side of a cliff. And then the rock lighthouse is like Fastnet. You have your kitchen, sitting room and bedroom built in as part of the tower. Now they say with the rock lighthouse, when the big wave comes over the top, they just slightly move with the wave, something like an earthquake building, because if you don't have that movement, it just collapses into the water itself. They say you never feel the movement because you get so used to it over time, but they say in this one on the windy day, you think you are, but you're actually not. It's just this here hallucinates, you're going back and forth or something. And somebody said they're hallucinating or drunk before you walk up the way, but I wouldn't rock drunk up them steps anyway. So, and the helipad up the top there as well. Today it's only used for the rescue service, God forbid if they ever need it, but thankfully the last time I seen them was 2018. So hopefully it'll be another 10 or 15 years, but you never know. The waters, the currents here could easily bring to Scotland, so you'd be very, very careful. You'd be around these waters. Even the wee beach there, the currents could be very strong swimming in there as well. But as we say, you have to respect the water because it can catch you at any time anyway. But again, you have to be safe. It's even this place, it's lovely, but it's dangerous at the same time anyway. So but again, you'll get them kind of people anyway. So now you come across this wee side. Nice and ready. Now, and as I mentioned already, the only reason we have the lighthouse here was because of the Saldana. Now, this here is a bit of a replica of what the Saldana looked like back in 1811. Now, that ship sank after hitting a solid rock, and all 250 lives were lost in that boat that night. Now, the only survivor of the ship was a pirate itself. Now, there's two stories given to it. There's either one he was shot, or the other one is given poaching and left off today. So which one's true, I'm not exactly sure, but we know he died, he didn't last that long, anyway, so he didn't. But most of the bodies, if you get a chance to go to the beach, washed up in this one here in Balmastocker and Port Salon. Most of the bodies are buried around Port Salon and Rathmullen, and you actually visit the burial site of the captain in Rathmullen at the time itself. They say as well now, well, the golf club is down here. They believe some of the bodies could be actually buried on the golf club in Port Salon at the time, but as sometimes the golfers say when they come down here for Halloween or something, you can't come up through the golf hole or something like that and catch the ball, but I said they had a couple of drinks to them or something like that before they came down the way.
That's a good excuse.
That's a good excuse.
I guess the hand came out.
That's exactly. If you miss a bad shot, your hand and grab it, put it back in the hole for you. And back in the day as well, now parts of the boat did wash up on the beach. Now parts of the boat that locals had used it for fire over the years, so parts of the boat didn't really be kept or anything like that. The big mast in the middle and one of the anchors were the only two things recovered from the ship itself. that boat will be disappeared at this day and age itself. You wouldn't find too much nowadays anyway. So now, apart from that one, the biggest one to stick around here though was this one here, the Laurentic, which is built in Belfast. Now, that ship itself would usually go from Liverpool to Halifax in Canada during the war. Now, the only reason she stopped in here that night was she had to let people off through yellow fever and sickness off the boat that night. Now, during the First World War, as you know yourselves, you need permission and you need to be very careful to leave these areas. The captain left without any permission, and between 5 or 10 miles off the coast here, he struck 2 mines. Now, over 354 lives were lost out of 475. The only reason for such a high death toll is one of the mines hit here in the boiler room of the ship, so all power to the boat that night was cut itself. Another big thing, the boat was listing about 20 degrees on its left hand side, so lowering the lifeboats was near impossible at one stage. But the biggest killer that night was the temperature. They said the temperature was about -13 that night, so hypothermia would have got you that night anyway. So, as we always say about the Swilly, the big problem is it's all built in a glacier, so that water will never get warm. It might get about 3 degrees at least in the summertime, but that's the height of it anyway. So, if you want to swim down this other side of the Donegal, not up this side, because it's going to be colder down this side and the other side of the Donegal, as we say. Now, the big thing that they were still looking for today, at the time they were transporting out 3,000 gold bars to pay for ammunition at the time. But as we still see here today, there's still 22 gold bars missing down there at the time. They said the price of one of them back in the day would be about 5 million, but if you found all 22, it could be worth over 500 million for all 22 gold bars itself. So
Alright, let's go, guys.
exactly, we're a good swimmer, a good diver, go down and look for them anyway. They say they found them in Irish waters. Now how true it is, I'm not sure, but they say they found it here. There's a possibility you make it over half of it, and the rest go back to the government. And then some as well, I think in the UK, I was chatting to a man from Southampton. He told me if he found it, he has to hand it back because the government don't, but they give him something for finding that gold bar. But I don't know what it's like for you. Is it against the law, or can you keep it, or?
Oh, I wouldn't tell anybody.
Yeah, you wouldn't tell anyone. Aye, that's great. See, everybody, a big country has their own laws on what you can and can't do with it. But
Yeah.
so you say, just stick it in your back pocket and say nothing about it. The boat itself at the minute is about 42 metres deep in the water, so to get full hour to get down to it, and you're only getting 15 minutes before you come back up to the surface of the water itself. The only things that are taken off the boat, there's a cannon sitting in Downings. That was one thing off the ship. This bell here, which is sitting in the Church of Ireland in Port Salon. Behind my head, this bullet in the box in the corner was also found off the ship. But as I say, the next 20 or 30 years, as you know about the Titanic in a minute, as I say, the decay of it, it's the same thing with this ship. We'll see over the next few years what will happen, but you never know. But as I say, if you find the gold bar, let us know. We'll go down and take it off you, no bother trouble anyway. So we'll keep it, we'll send you the money then, so we will. Now, finally then, for the reason in this corner here then, these are some of the bulbs we used to use around Fanad back in the day itself. Now, long before electricity came in, it used to be oil from the spare wheel, and then paraffin oil was used with a bit of mercury, which looks something like that top there. Now, as we always say, paraffin and mercury back in the day used to be very fumic, and it wasn't great to breathe in at night. So in 1975, we got electricity upstairs for the first time, and these two big bulbs in the middle here for the first were brought out that day. Now, the one up straight would be the main light, and the one at an angle would be a backup system, just in case that would break down. And simply enough, the one up straight broke, that other one would automatically push up to become straight, and that would act as the main light. They were 1,000 watts each, and would typically last about a year to year and a half up in that light at night. Now, if you were here last year, and in 2009, the whole light was replaced to something like this here, 4 wee halogen bulbs. They were 250 watts each, and you would have seen them up to 33 kilometres out to sea tonight, which is 18 nautical miles out to sea.
Wow.
So say one of the bulbs went out, it's not too bad. The other 3 are still bright enough to flash at night. But if the second one went, the backup light would turn on. As I said these earlier on, Dublin know there's 2 bulbs coming out here. They'll contact somebody and he'll fix them bulbs. That's how it's worked. The only good things about these ones, will last for 3 years, but supposedly very cost very much to actually run them. It could be about 10 grand or something like that, maybe for a bill per year. I'm not actually sure what the price is for them. Now, if you were here last year, as I said, you would see these up them. But when I take these up now in a second, you'll see LED lights, which look something like that little picture at the very top there. They're 25 watts for the whole of them. Them lights can last up to 10 years, and they are significantly cheaper than these things are at the moment in time. And the good thing about them LED lights, they are very, very good to last and long. The only problem is, if, say this was the lightning going around, if this side went out and the side this went out, it wasn't too bad. But if two lines beside each other went out, the whole thing has to be replaced. Then so it does. So even though it's two lines together, just shut the whole thing down and have to be replaced. But as I say, that's the joy of it anyway. And there is talk as well, I'm not sure if it's going to happen or not, but they're thinking they're going to bring solar panels down here, but as we usually say, this part of Ireland, you don't get as many days like this here. On this part, you're probably better with wind turbines or something like that, but I can't see it happen. But again, listen, it's up to themselves. We'll let them at their work anyway. So, any questions or anything like that? That's it. And just before I forget, otherwise I forget to mention, I was mentioned about the Soldana, where you finish up these white buildings with two blue doors up there. There's also a virtual reality up there. You can actually experience what it was like to be on the Soldana that night.
Oh, nice.
So, alright. I know you can do that. I'll be up there, or John will be up there. One of the two of us will put these on. No problem.
Okay.
No, so the following three is all and these big maps there, they are very handy to know where the shipwrecks are back in the day. So anywhere you can see a WK on this map, that's where the shipwreck is down there at the moment of time. So that's where the lead and the renting is sitting at the moment of time. But if you look away up here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 up in that area itself. The big thing as well, if you're entering into this whole itself, if you're coming in, you can never enter in this side. You'll always have to stay on the initial side because the rocks are around here. So when you come in, I'll probably better on this map for yourself. So you just come in and do your big turn here and go straight in past there. Once you pass the red, after that, you're safe enough. Big boats can only go as far as Rathmullen. If you go after that there, you can beat your boat down in the Swilly itself. When you go into Letterkenny, when you start heading away again, it's a roundabout away down here at Polestar. That's where that Swilly finishes down there itself. So it does go a good bit down, but as I say, we don't see much passing down there anymore. But again, you can try swimming in it if you want to. There's no problem with it. No, come on ahead. It's the main attraction house, was it? Now, the main thing you'll see here anyway is the steps itself. Now, these are cantilevered steps. They're granite, and they all came from Docky and Dublin. Now, you can see at the moment of time, each step's actually built into the wall here, and each step's hold each other up with a small bit of lead in between them. If you look at any of these two windows now, you can actually see how deep they go back into the wall. This is only 1/3 of the step in a minute. The rest actually say like as far as my hands like that into the wall itself. Because you can see it's like a floating staircase as you look at it going up the way. There's nothing holding on them. As we always say, these buildings are built to last. They're not meant to fall down at any stage. I could build a house, it could fall down after 10 years, as we say itself. And as well as that, these bars used to be brass, so the job of the children sometimes would polish these the very top, anytime the inspections or anything like that came down itself. But whoever's here last painted over the top of them, so gave us an easy job instead of polishing them anymore itself. So you might have seen the wee man in the corner as well, that's the uniform we used to wear back in the day. You only have to wear that any time inspections will come down there now. You wouldn't have to wear that 24 hours a day, which is a good thing.
With the socks?
The socks, that's our own socks there, so just we give them and them ones. Geez, you know, I'd be surprised if we didn't give socks like that, to be honest with you. But no. And then this big green bar then just beside the fella. This here used to be where the paraffin used to sit on them drums itself. Now there'd be 16 of them sitting out the back itself. Now you know yourselves, you wouldn't carry that big drum upstairs with you. The wee one just under the step there, you'd fill that up and take that up with you instead, so you would. And finally then, just on the very top of your heads here, these here are semaphore flags. international code. So if you see the letter O there, that means Oscar, which means man overboard. So back in the day, say if you were in a boat and you got the flag number 2 and then the letter O, that just means exactly 2 men overboard. You've probably heard these meanings many times before. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta. This is the meaning here of each letter of the alphabet itself. So say A alpha at the day, or A alpha there below, C Charlie, yes sir, affirmative, N November, no negative. So the one that makes me laugh is W whiskey. I need a medical assistance. I said they're looking for more for medical assistance, I say, and there's where they were. By law, I think the ships still carry them if they wanted to God forbid your technology or anything like that breaks down, but as I say, you don't hear them too many times anymore. So lighthouse keepers wouldn't use these ones. They would use something like this here. So if the husband is on an island and the wife is on the coast, you'd have to spell out every letter of every word of what you're doing. So this is your text message back in the days. We say could be the simple sentence saying, "Are you okay?" You just do A or E space. Okay, way. But as you know yourself, you wouldn't want to have an argument or anything like that there. You'd be there back and forth waving all day. Exactly. You'd be over by that stage when you're finished. But you probably see in the airports when your plane pushes back the man with the orange sticks. I think some countries in the scouts might use them as well, so they do. But again, you might not see them anymore. So, but that's it. Now, any questions? Go.
So when they do, like, if they said like a M, is it, how do they send that?
So it's all done by flag. So they have to put a flag up on the mast.
And then they just...
They instantly know that
Okay.
M means certain.
Okay.
And they'll say, oh, okay, this person is safe. What's M now again?
M is my vessel is stopped and
It's
making
stopped,
no way.
yeah.
So it's like, so then somebody, whoever's monitoring that
Yeah.
would say, oh, we have a problem.
Exactly. It could be a problem. It could be another ship saying, I've stopped, so just watch when you're passing through me. It could be anything at all. So all them ships would have to learn them off by heart. Because if you didn't, you just crash everywhere yourself.
Oh, yeah.
You'd be in the back of somebody all the time or something like that. But law by law, they had to learn them there because, as I say, if something happened, it's there.
Right.
But again, we have emails and text messages and radios that keeps us going nowadays.
I was going to say, I wonder how much they know now, or they just look it up.
Oh, I'd say they know it still know it well nowadays. The boys who still use them, I'd say, know them well. But as you say, today's generation probably, as you say, flip around phones.
I'll just look it up, yeah.
Oh, the ones are. Now, are you all okay with heights? There's nobody but a fear or anything.
A little bit, but I'm okay. I do it all the time.
See how we get on.
This is short compared to some I've been on.
Oh, well, that's not too bad. Now, the best part is the outside part because the steps are very narrow. Then there's a nice stage when the turbo comes back down again. You can. There's no problem at all. We'll get you back down the way and just take it nice and easy as we go up. So whenever you're ready, you can fall. Just watch the wee steps as well. Just a wee bit down.
Bill's going to film our butts.
Yep.
Yeah. Do they have to run up these?
What is it, the random? Is it a children random?
Emergency situation, these are little...
Unless they need the toilet, that's the one that they can see the run from all over to be honest.
At that point, I'm just dealing with the mess.
Yeah.
You should get that picture.
Okay. It is so beautiful out today.
Yes.
Hey, Claudia.
Yeah.
Take your
Smile.
okay.
You're fine.
Who's that?
What was that one that we went up 199 steps?
Yep.
Right?
This is the easy part. The hard part here.
No.
It'll be great in your head for a second. You can't stay the breath. Close the doors behind us.
It's a great view. Watch behind you.
Yep. Oh, sorry.
Oh, they just want nobody fall down. So
No,
that's the
no.
last thing you'd want with us.
Yeah.
Good. Just check this.
Yeah, I don't think the life insurance is updated.
I see it's well outdated this stage. Now, this wee room in itself now, this is where the lighthouse keeper would stay at night if he was working back years ago. Now his main job here is making sure that light was rotating at night. So where this green panel is here, I'll just open it a little bit for you. Now, there used to be a chain in there at night. Now every 45 minutes you would use to wind up and down that chain with 4 weights of lead, something like this, at the end of it. Now, when these weights were lifted to the top, you just let the chain go, them weights would pull on that chain, and that's how the light would rotate. Back in the day, something like grandfather clocks. So every 45 minutes they did that. But he never sat with the light because the smell of paraffin and mercury wasn't breathing them back in the day. So he always stayed in here, unless they had to go up itself. As I say, tonight we can't be up with that light on as well, because it could do damage to your eyesight as well, so you have to be very careful. If they're up working with the light on, they do have special glasses to wear, so they could look into the light itself. But we don't be up there at night because they say it's too dangerous itself. But you can see nowadays it's just all wires in there now. I asked your man to go on the wires one day, he explained everything to me. I didn't this year, went out the other year. Couldn't understand the word he said, to be honest with you. And that wee box there as well, you've probably seen the websites before, like plane finders. Now this one here is used for the ships. So anytime there's a boat passing around the area, and now this machine will pick it up and send it to Dublin, and you'll get that on the big websites there itself. So I go, if there's like say a tanker passing here one day, I can click it and see it's the Mary Jane, it's heading to Canada, it's 52 metres long, whatever, all that kind of information.
Wow.
But as I say, we had a screen for it to show where all the boats are, but unfortunately we lost that screen by itself. But a very odd time, the only thing we don't pick up in that system was as I say, the submarines or the Navy boats, because they wouldn't want to know when they're turning up itself. So, but again, other than that, you pick up most boats around the area. So,
Cool.
now this last wee part's not too bad here now. Now the main thing here is to watch your head here and the split out the top, and there's a rope in the bar there. You can pull yourself up. Just watch the knees well, you don't tell it, because I've done it many times. It's not nice to edit anyway, so
Yeah,
Lift your
watch my
feet.
head.
Watch your head, lift your feet.
Watch your head. Do you have to want to do this for a living?
No. I'm gonna be slow, so.
It's okay, take your time. I'd rather that than injuries. We still have
Yeah.
an entire 2 weeks of vacation.
Oh, wow. This is amazing.
No, that's you.
Is this your first time to have Lighthouse buddy? Oh, that's so cool.
There we go. That's it, yeah. So with this at the top, unless you want to go to the roof, but that's a bit more difficult climbing up the roof, as we say. And you want to have a look at the light. There's a wee gap there, you can see the LEDs sitting
Oh,
on there.
wow, yeah.
So, I say they'll go up tonight and put off that fire rail lens and still go up to 33 kilometres out of the scene itself. So. And the wee backup light will be just at the very, very top. That only happens, as I say, if that light brings down.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Now, as I said about the other lighthouse, just in case if you do want to look for Tory Island, Tory is usually out that direction. Just you can see it actually in the clouds there in the water. It's very, very hazy and open on it, but you can just barely see it. That's Tory Island that way.
Are we gonna get to go out here?
Fortunately, with this place you can't. Because
Okay.
you can see the big thing here compared to the lighthouses, the sensors are outside. See if you want outside, put your sensor on. That'll turn on the light there.
Oh, okay.
24/7.
I just saw said mind your head, so I was wondering.
See, this one here was downstairs, the room below, there'd be no problem at all because you're away from the light. The problem here is it's pulled beside the light, so that is the big problem here. It's a pity, but it's the way it is, this end. So. And then the other wee thing that Alan had we are looking for is way out that direction, then, so it is itself. And finally, that little building across the way there, that there used to be a Coast Guard station first, and then it was an army barracks during the First World War. The Irish volunteers were there in 1921. And something like that ever since nowadays. But as I say, it's owned by a farmer, so you can see in there now at the minute. It's all sheep and all that.
No, okay.
As I say, I don't think it'll and get rid of it again, well, so that's it. So you have a look around yourself and take as many pictures as you want to. Use the weight of the binoculars, there's no problem at all. Whenever you're ready to head down, we'll head on down the way. So.
Nice.
We have a healthy control. It's green light. It says control healthy.
Healthy.
It's green. Wow. So how long have you been working here?
8 years I have came from it.
Is this the first one that you worked in, or is
No, it's the only one.
the only one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's I'm here now. It's only over the road from the house.
Okay.
So it's not too far away from home anyway.
That's nice.
So it's a few minutes.
Do you visit other lighthouses?
The very odd time, I've been one in Scotland and then my mother's currently in Wexford, been down to that one, but that's been about that.
Okay.
Like that, to be honest with you. Unless they're open or something, I know about it, I might go and visit them. That's the thing. But
Do the other lighthouses give tours?
in Ireland, it just depends. There's only 12 rooms that public get them at a time.
Okay.
Some, like, here as you can see, we do tours and accommodation. Some places like St. John's Point and Donegal here, they only do accommodation, they don't do tours. Up Lighthouse do tours, they don't do accommodation. So some may vary, but
Okay.
that's not so do. But they're trying to open up more, but it's just getting people to roll and
Right,
all that there's the bit.
Is that still Ireland right there?
That's all, and they show them there, so that's part of Donegal at the time.
So
If you're
that
looking, if you're looking for Northern Ireland, the Northern Ireland view of the other side
Oh,
of
okay.
that extension would be looking across the Derry on the south. No, that's still Ireland there, so there's the only problem is you get to go the whole way back to Derry, can they? Go the whole way back around, it'll take about 2 hours to get around it there
Wow.
itself. So if you're doing it boat to boat, you only need to say about 10 minutes. You can do it about half an hour
Oh,
or something
wow.
like that there, so it would be good.
But there are no boats that go there.
There is a ferry that runs in the summertime from Rathmullen to Buncarna, but it only does summer months because this time of year you won't get
It's too
boat.
choppy.
Oh, it's too choppy.
Yeah.
But no, in the summertime it's handy because it does put a lot of time off your journey.
Sure.
So it does.
Then it takes, is it a car ferry?
It's car ferry.
Yeah.
It only takes about 10 or 12 cars. I could be wrong.
Still,
But it's
30
there
minutes.
anyway. It depends.
Yeah.
Just depends how busy it is. It's then is a big thing. If it's busy, you could be waiting half an hour more to
Right.
get on the north out there. So you have to wait for the next season to get back again to get
Right.
across to it. No, it's good to have them.
Can we get to this beach?
I can see that wee white house up the road there with the wee red door just on the left. You can see half the house in a minute. So if you drive right on up that road, this lane is on the left hand side and it's going down the hill. If you walk down and jump over the fence, there's the bottom part of the field is on the gate, and that'll take you onto the beach itself. He doesn't mind as long as he doesn't block him under the skate or anything like that.
Okay, so it's okay to jump the fence?
Oh, it's okay as long as you don't mess about with the sheep or anything like that, or you don't park in front of his house or anything like that, or block it. He's a lovely man. He used to look after this place himself,
Yeah.
but retired from his school. This was lovely. But just be careful down there now because he's stuck or fall or something like that.
Right.
So,
Okay, I was just wondering.
Getting down is gonna be fine, getting back up is
oh, it's a
probably.
steep hill.
Yeah.
You're right.
Probably gonna be an issue.
Gosh.
It's a challenge. It's an adventure.
Yeah.
Until you can't get back up.
There's another wee place over the road as well if you want to see it in these days. John had told you already the Great Arch. It's about 2 minutes over the road as well. You go up the top of that hill there. There'll be junctions to your left. Just follow the road all the way down the bayside, taking it down to the big car park, and you can walk down to the
Okay, so that's a better beach to
if you, it's kind of a rocky kind of a beach with a bit of sand on it, but nothing's major.
Yeah, yeah. We just want to get down to the water a little
Yeah.
bit.
The best beach is probably Port Salmon.
Port Salmon?
Port Salmon, because it's big and it's so long, and there's usually people on it.
Okay.
And you can walk about there as long as you want.
Okay, how far away is that?
Oh, it's only 15 minutes up the road.
Well, we'll go there then. We're gonna have to jump fences and climb hills and slip on rocks.
Yeah.
It's my kind of adventure.
The good thing we have about here, we have plenty of beaches for you anyway, so you can pick between all of them.
Yeah.
So there's plenty there for you.
Okay. Yeah, this is gorgeous. I feel like you can get down to that little sandy area there. leave here tomorrow,
Where you going?
and then we're staying in Sligo,
Oh, very good.
and then we're there for 2 days, and then we are staying in Springfield Castle, County Limerick.
Oh, yes, yes.
Don't call you?
Oh, Drumcollier, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
for a week
Oh, very good.
with a large group.
Yes, and then you're going back then.
Yeah.
Oh, very good. So you're here a while, anyway, another while yet, anyway, so is there?
What's that?
You're here for another while yet, anyway, so is there?
Yeah,
Very good.
yeah. So just kind of seeing the sights as we
Yes.
go, and
Hopefully now the weather is good for you when you're here.
this is what we want.
If you keep getting what you had yesterday, I don't think you'll be getting it many days of this year, to be honest with you, but sure.
Yeah.
Yesterday was like a hurricane at times, so it was, the joys of the night, well, as you say.
I look at it as an adventure, right?
That's exactly it. Just pack for every kind of bit of weather, from snow to this, to hail, rain, sleet,
Right,
and
exactly.
Just the
It's
way-
hard to pack light.
Oh, jeez. You couldn't pack light here, to be honest with you.
You have to like layer, like,
Exactly.
okay.
Oh, one day you'll be thinking, oh, I'm in my shorts, next thing back to the trousers,
Yeah.
shorts through, almost. That's work.
Well, being from Oregon,
Yes.
it's the same. It's like
Right.
it's like the weather. It can rain, and then it'll be 80 degrees, and then it'll be 20 degrees at night.
Just goes
and-
up and down.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be able to cope with that kind of heat. The head of hair I have, I don't think I'd last that long. I'd take the
Well,
heat.
80 Fahrenheit.
In all Fahrenheit, what's that?
I forget what that is. in
Maybe I
Celsius.
thought that it was about mid-20s, 30s.
Yeah,
somewhere around
yeah.
that.
So not terrible.
Not terrible. like-
Not 80 Celsius, no.
Oh, geez, no. You see me laying on the ground like that, you're picking up or something.
It's like you're like laying, you're just like, you're this close to the
Oh.
sun.
The one thing I found, I don't know why it was, but I had a cruise 2 years ago, and the heat here, I found heat easier to deal with in Spain than it did deal with heat here in Ireland. I think it's the humidity here compared to Spain.
Yeah.
It's worse here than it actually was in Spain for me. I
Okay.
don't know why it was like that there,
Huh.
but
Hmm.
Or just, I mean, I feel like all the climate is different. Like we were in Peru, and so you're like closer to the sun, it's,
yeah.
but it was 70 Fahrenheit
Right.
all day long,
All night.
everywhere we went, but it was warm enough to be t-shirts and
Yes.
shorts.
Oh, that's okay.
But 70 in Pennsylvania, you gotta wear a jacket and stuff because it's cold.
You can't.
The climates are all, you can't go by temperature alone.
Not at all.
Yeah.
As we said, as I said, that after the big humidity here, it's been knackered half the time. I can't even walk out.
Yeah.
I only stay about 20 minutes out in the sun, I have to come back and I can't sit in the cold, the air busters.
Yeah.
Everybody's different, I suppose. You deal with different.
Has the humidity gotten worse in Ireland?
It's not getting worse, it's dealing with it is the thing.
Yeah.
Like last, March times are warmest March in years. And now there was rain days or rains and all that there on Monday, but it was still warm enough, so it wasn't that cold. I remember one year, was it last year or was it 2022? Could have been last year, I can't remember those days, but it was mid-November time, and it was 16 or 17 degrees.
Oh my
And
gosh.
usually we should be having storms and all that
Right.
time, but 16, 17 degrees.
You're like,
Oh, exactly. We usually, where's the rain?
yeah.
But no, it's just depends what you do.
Yeah.
No, everybody's got to say everywhere's different.
Right.
We just put a strain in our faces, as we say.
Well,
Now, if you're ready to head back down now, you guys.
Yep.
That's right. I'll just flip this up so it doesn't way down. Now, the best way to go down this one now is backwards, just like a ladder, and just watch your head off that banister.
Okay.
When you come down, there's no rush at all. Just take our pace. Now,
This is where I get, well, I don't want to get vertigo.
We're going down backwards. Or the way we came up.
Easy.
Here we go.
that was our first time. So
Oh,
now
very
this
good.
is second.
But this is the first time in this, for me, in this part of Ireland.
Oh, it's practical. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
As we say, this is the best part of it.
Oh, of course.
It's amazing. We say, we all, every county gives out each other being the best county.
Yeah, of
This is the
course.
best one. This is the best lighthouse being in the Wales here, as we say.
Yeah, the best lighthouse.
So when you come down the way now, with your back to the wall, let's go sideways, something like this here.
Okay.
Nice and easy. There's no horizontal.
Okay.
Side step.
Yeah, there's no running down this, huh? There's also no attacking the lighthouse attendant.
Oh.
It's, you ain't gonna make it up the stairs, but it's okay.
Slow and steady ones like this.
You have anybody fall?
No, frankly not. No. But people who get there, it's not like you yourself. No long problem with it. You have to sit there, you'll get back and go way down because you couldn't stand up for it.
Oh, wow.
That's something
Yeah.
you figure out yourself. So.
Yeah, I can see that because it's so steep.
Other than that, no, that's not it.
Yeah. I mean, it feels safe. It's just
Yeah.
steep.
It's the way that they make it themselves, you know, jump up and down or something like that. That may get an odd thing.
Well, I don't know.
You know, the job predicted no fear of them at all. so
Right. That would make me
Yeah.
nervous. Like attaching to, you know, a
All we
rope or
Gosh.
something. Put a leash on them.
There.
Yeah. Yay.
How you doing, Bill?
Good, doing good. How you doing?
Doing good.
That's exactly, that's the work we've done for you, as we usually say. Them things. If you ever get a chance, it's a good movie to watch as well. You might have seen it already before, but you can't remember now. The Lighthouse, it's a very, very good movie to watch.
Mm.
Your man, what do you call the actor? Name's on top of my head now, going now, but the rest of the day I don't remember. Oh, one of the foes in it, and all them boys, a very good movie. It's in black and white.
Really?
You probably can find them on them streaming services somewhere or something like that anyway.
Hmm.
I feel like I've seen that.
Gabby, you could have seen
think
it,
so.
but it's a very good movie and maybe get a chance to watch it. You've even have that Amazon Prime.
Yes.
It's a documentary on here in Ireland. It was made. It's called The Great Lighthouse of Ireland. And it gives you 4 episodes of what it was like to live in these lighthouses back in the day. It'd be very good to watch if you
Okay.
want to look
Mm.
at it.
Yeah. Thank you.
But I think it's still up there anyway, but it sounds of things, but a lot of it is. Everyone's going to let you out this way here because it's a tour and a half room. So you probably know where this door will take us back around to the front again.
Okay.
And they'll take you back. And you don't need anything in the house or anything like that. You sort of stocked up and everything.
Oh, yeah, we're
Yeah,
good.
you're alright.
Yeah, we went
Yeah.
to Lido yesterday.
Okay, that's brilliant. Let's not go that close here. Hopefully you get a good day and we'll see you tomorrow probably to see about the place or anything
Yep.
like that then later.
Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Alright,
Thank
no
you.
bother at all. Enjoy the rest of your day. So we'll see you tonight.
Thank you.
It's like we could have left the window open.
Talking about like towels and stuff.
Oh. Oh, they said